Okay. Hello, you guys. So I have to look around and see where I can see a chat if there is one. It looks like there's two people in here, so I think I am live. So, okay. Hello. I'm here. Okay. So I have YouTube Premium, but I am actually using my Alexandra Rodriguez reaction roundup, and it doesn't have YouTube Premium, so we are going to have to deal with some ads from the girlies. Hello, Mardi Gras. Hello, not anymore. Okay, so are we ready to watch some Nelly Nell here? Okay. So this video actually really irritated me. Let me make sure that my headphones are on because I don't want to blast you guys in the ears. Sorry, I'm so new to this. I do not know what I'm doing, but I will figure it out. Okay. Okay. I think I can do it.
Mutual is all she talks about since we saved hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
It's pronounced Biberty. Biberty. Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
I grew up here.
We're not ready.
Went to elementary school down the street. And so did a lot of the girls.
Okay.
Hello to all of my suburbanites.
Okay, guys. So can you hear Nella's video too? I'll wait till I get an answer because I don't want to do it without knowing that you guys can hear her. Okay, let me put it on again. And somebody
Beach
just let me
bums
know.
and city slickers. How are y'all doing out there today?
Hello, all of my suburbanites, beach huns, and city slickers. So this video really annoyed me because she made so many false equivalencies about Alex doing this and, what happened with her friend and everything. So I am so bad at this. So, all right. So we're just gonna watch, and I'll give my thoughts, and you guys give your thoughts too, because I'm reading. I had to figure out how to read on the chat, and also stream the way that I'm doing it. Okay. All right. So let's go.
It's Thursday, guys. Oh my God. It's Friday Eve. I'm so excited. And there's my text messages.
It's actually Friday Eve again, Nella. So I just the way that she sing songs, everything just gets on my nerves. I know that a lot of people do that, and I probably do it a lot too, but it just drives me bonkers.
Probably should mute my phone. Anyhow, today is Thursday, March.
So I actually think I'm going to skip past this, but also I guess I should do my disclaimer that if you don't like me, I don't fucking care. So I'm super missing Krusty because she was so good for a laugh. Just the way she takes everything so seriously is chef's kiss. I love it. And she just she takes herself so seriously. She thinks that she's really top notch. It's a sight to behold. Okay. So let's get back to Nella.
March 6, 2025. That's what we're going to do. All right. So it says post-vacation reset and baby teething update, day in my life vlog. All right. I already have her sped up. Let's go.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the post-vacation reset.
I should probably speed Nella up. It's going to be ridiculous with her sped up because she is already, like, kind of manic, but okay, let's speed her up.
Vlog. I am actually so excited to just settle back into life. The last vlog was the vacation vlog, so if you want to go check that out, it was Anderson's first vacation. Unfortunately, it was a little bit of a crazy week just because he was teething. At the last day, his first tooth popped through, which was just so exciting. I was crying like a baby. We had a lot of really, really good moments though.
Sure, you were crying like a baby. Yeah, we believe that. Sure.
Do we know why it's so hard to believe that she might be crying like a baby? Like, I don't know what Nella's problem is, like, or any of them, like, they act like they have some sort of insight on her life and how she feels about her baby, and the way that she feels about her baby, it's very frustrating to, like, listen to them go on about things like that, like, "Sure, sure you cried about it, sure you cried," like, she is not allowed to have any emotion about her baby at all, or else they're going to, like, accuse her of lying about it, and, like, that's like, I wouldn't want somebody to say that to me about me and my kids, um, and I doubt that Nella would appreciate it either, or Tara, or I guess Priscilla about her nieces, like like, it's such a personal thing, and, like, everybody's relationships and connections are different. It's just so frustrating, like, they really try really hard to say how much she hates her baby, and it's just rotten. Anyway, yeah. Thank you, Moth Girl. It is so freaking weird, and not anymore, yeah. They love and they live to say that she hates him, and any way they can prove it, even if they're saying, like, she doesn't care about her baby, like, they will do it. It's, like, so low down, dirty, bottom bitches. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, we believe you. Yeah.
Oh, but I just felt bad. He was in a lot of discomfort over the week.
Well, guess what, Nala? We don't believe that you love your son, because if you did, you would not be screaming bloody murder in the room every single time that Alex posts a video, even though you hate her so much, you're screaming, "What the fuck?" Like, I would never do that with my kid in the other room. And she takes it to the limit, and he has to sit there and listen to that. Like, I'm sure he's there sometimes. So guess what? Now, I don't think you care about your son. Ugh.
Week, but we did get like some we have teethers all the time everywhere, and
I agree. I agree. I don't think she's a great mother, and I think that she, like, makes, like, all these things like, "Oh, I take him to SeaWorld, and I take him to Disney, and I take him here and there." That's not being a good mom. Like, just take, because she probably wants to go. And then she also made, like, a point, like, I let him do karate even though I don't care about karate." Are you kidding? Like, that's kind of the point. Like, oh my gosh, making fun of his Christmas tree? What a bitch. Like, I couldn't believe she did that. And she didn't even put up the Christmas tree until 3 days before, and she made fun of him for that. Like, what? Like, and he has to sit there and listen to her behaving that way. Um, and, like, she even gives, like, all kinds of information about him and his, like, the school bus and this and that. Like, I thought that he did, yeah, Moth Girl, I think he did a great job too. And I don't know. Nella just, I think she just likes to make people feel smaller than she is, or than she feels about herself. Something like that. Okay.
ended up giving him some like baby Tylenol. I called the doctor, and yeah, so he was a little bit uncomfortable throughout the week, and I think he's just really happy to be like home. But yeah, the last day, the tooth cut through the gums, and I was like, oh, it all makes sense now.
Also, like, this is not about Nella, but when Kick was like, "Why did you call the doctor?" Like, she gave him Tylenol, and she probably wanted to get his dosage. Um, and it's like, uh, she's saying like, "Oh, I would never do this for my son." Girl, you had an addiction and you lost your son. Like, maybe Alex would say, "I would never do that." Uh, They just, like, they love to nitpick, and I'm making this about all of them, even though I'm playing Nella's video, but this is really about all of them, and they're all just nitpickers and rude, and I just think I have no script at all. I'm just, like, talking from the heart right now, but yeah. So, this video in general just irritated me, and I'll let it run because I'm not letting it run. I'm not letting you guys hear what really annoyed me, so I'm gonna let her talk.
It all makes sense. We're home. Anderson actually just went down.
Oh my gosh, Marty. Okay, so I just said that I was gonna let you talk, let her talk, but that really pissed me off when she said that, like, the thing about the short bus and, you know, calling people R words and all these things. You're an educator and you should know better than that. Like, you are a grown woman, you're 43 years old, and you should be able to regulate your emotions where you're not calling people like, I don't, there's a lot that I've learned in therapy. And like, obviously, I don't always do this, but you're supposed to keep your own side of the street clean. Like, even if somebody's coming at you in that way, like, at least you can say, like, "No, I didn't stoop to that level," especially as an educator of small children. I just she really is a nasty, despicable person, and she should not be educating small children if she acts that way.
Just went down for his first nap of the day. Yar's working, so I'm about to get after it. I have a little bit left in my
Jar's working today? Like outside of the home? Where'd he go?
Lonnie. We've got a lot of work to do.
Nella, we know you wanna know where he is because you wanna go see him. She's literally stalking him on his Instagram, commenting on every post. She really thinks that, like, Yar should have been for her. Like, I really truly believe that she thinks that, she should have had Yar and not Alex. The way that she behaves about him too is absurd. Like, that's somebody's husband and, like, somebody that you really hate, and you're sitting there trying to talk about their relationship like, "Oh, he doesn't love you. Oh, yeah, right. Okay." But you wanna know his every move. Like, get a life.
A lot of stuff to put away. And yeah, we're gonna get after it. We're gonna do it. Have a productive morning so we can have a chill afternoon, right? I actually haven't really looked at myself too, so this is where we're at. I am definitely puffy. I should have done my little facial massager, but I really just do not care right now.
The facial massager, though, like, come on, Alex. We know that's not doing anything. Like, those things are such a gimmick. I know that it's like, it can be cooling on your face and everything, but it just makes me laugh that, like, she thinks that she's puffy because she didn't use that in the morning. Like, Alex, come on. You know that's not right. Okay, sorry. Sometimes I just this is a really bad screenshot or, like, pause screen of Alex, but just to make it clear, I'm not Alex's biggest fan. Um, I still do disagree with some of the things that she does and some of the things that she says, and so I objectively look at that, but then I also look at how I feel about what they're doing, and they're, like, 10 to 20 times worse than her, so it just usually Alex takes a back seat, so sometimes you'll hear me say something about Alex. Like, if I continue doing these, you might hear me say something about Alex every once in a while, but it's never gonna be as mean-spirited as what they're doing, just because I did start as wanting to be an Alex reaction channel. But anyway.
At all. I'm super, super tired. I could tell Anderson was tired too because he had his longest stretch of sleep last night, 8 hours. 8 hours. His longest stretch once was almost 7. Typically 5 is his comfortable spot right now, but 8 hours last night. I woke up at 2:30 and I'm like, oh my God, And I'm like, I'm checking the monitor because we have it on and we have it super loud if we hear anything. And I'm like, oh my God, he's still asleep. 8 hours. That's just wild. So he did really good on the plane, though. I was actually kind of surprised. I will say this, though. Everyone told me to do the bottle during takeoff and landing. He didn't want it. I don't know. He just didn't want it, but he did fine. I don't think his ears popped or anything. And he ended up falling asleep during probably half.
Okay, so something I noticed is that Nella lets Alex talk for like 4, 5, 6 minutes. Like I'm really trying to get to where Nella is talking, but she lets Alex talk. Hi, T-Bub. Hi, T-Dub. I don't know how to make anybody moderators. Let me see. But I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, she lets her talk for a really long time and like doesn't actually say anything. So she kind of bothers me that way because I feel like she's not actually adding a lot to Alex's content. And I feel like Alex could really do a copyright strike on her for that.
Half of the plane ride. I kind of just sat there like this, rocking him because we use the rocker at home. So I was kind of trying to mimic that.
Sure you did. Yeah, we believe that. It wasn't Nancy, it was you. Yeah, girl, look at your face.
Every single thing Alex says, she's like, sure you did. Sure you did. We believe you. Yeah, you did. Sure. Sure, we believe you. What is so hard to believe that she held her son? Like, why is that hard to believe? Like, what is wrong with her? Oh my God. I'm so happy to see T-Dub here. I'm so happy to see all of you guys here, actually. I was hoping Moth Girl would come too. And I knew that Mardi Gras would be here. My friend Mardi Gras. I was hoping Stray Cat would make it. I'm really missing Button. If anybody talks to Button, oh, and Instacarmer reviews. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy everybody's here. Um, but if anybody talks to Button, like, tell her we miss her. I really want our Reddit back, but I know that um like I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I appealed it and you know, I don't think it's gonna work. Like I haven't heard anything from them and they keep sending me stuff. Sorry, I'm making you guys some of you guys moderators. Um you guys can be my Natashas. I know she's so sad about the politics and that makes me so sad. Um I think everybody's kind of sad about that though. I think it's just like you know, sometimes I just have to get on YouTube and just like or get on Reddit or read something or do something that's not related to politics just because you can let yourself be consumed by politics so bad. Like it's just um I I feel like as a woman, as you know, i- in a minority, you know, I'm just it really does make me sad. And I hope we can get past this. And I hope that, you know, something happens that it's not the most horrible 4 years in the world and that we can recover, but it's not looking great. So I try to like keep myself keep myself occupied. And also, yeah, Bernie, I wish Bernie would have became president. I know he's kind of at an age where he can't do it now, but I feel like he's one of the true politicians that really cares about us, cares about the people, and he's a cool guy. I love that he's still fighting for us, you know? He's a great voice to have and okay. So anyway, sorry for getting so heavy. So, all right. So we're gonna watch this, but yeah, like Nella just lets frickin' Alex, Jasmine Crockett. Yes, I love her. And ALC too. Birthright citizenship. Oh, I know. You guys, do you know how many people are citizens just because of birthright citizenship? And it's in the Constitution. Anyway, I can't talk about it. I want this to be like a happy little life where we talk shit about Nella. But you know what? She's like I said, she's really not talking a bunch yet. And
Look at the facial
let's see.
expression you're making right now. Whew. All right.
That movement.
Woo! I hate when she does that too. Like a lot of her mannerisms and the things that she does. Oh, it's just so irritating.
And I feel like that really, really helped. And I tried to also time a wake window.
Oh, and also, so I have had like a sinus infection or something going on. So if I sound weird or kind of breathless, like I have like an asthma issue. So I'm dealing with that right now, but it's getting a little bit better. Thank goodness.
Go in the airport, and then so he was ready to go to sleep on the plane, and then it was like pretty dark, and it's like classic white noise in a way. So, and he also really likes like some movement, so I think you could feel that maybe like a car ride energy. But overall, that went like very, very smoothly. In the vlog, I share a little bit more of like the stuff I used on vacation and just a little bit more about that. I did have a hard time vlogging throughout the week though, just because it was like, it was busy. It's busy with the baby. I will say it's like as expected, not really a vacation. Like it's a lot of moving parts, and I expected that.
Girl.
Oh, the pops. I hate the pops the most. I can't even do it. But it's just like when she does it,
Booking.com has all
feel
kinds
like
of
she
stays
thinks.
because some love a rustic cabin.
Sorry. I feel like
Others
she thinks that she's like
feel
really
differently.
making a good point. Whenever she does that, like you could tell that she's really feeling whatever she says. Ugh.
Do y'all ever feel like it's supposed to be like her little family vacation, but the part of her family that's just her mom, and her son? Imagine growing up and watching your parents' old vlog and hearing that it wasn't like a vacation anymore because you were there. That's lovely.
Isn't that a thing? Like every single parent that I know says like a vacation is not you're just parenting in a different location. Everybody knows that. Like they act like anything Alex says is like, "Oh my god, how dare she say that?" Like when normal parents are, I mean, every day, anytime I ask a parent like, "How did your vacation go?" or vice versa, it's like, I parented in Hawaii. I parented in North Carolina. Like it's really when you bring your kids, it's really not a serious vacation because you're still doing all the same things that you do at home. And you're still waking up at 4 a.m. and you're still breastfeeding and you're still doing all of the things that you do at home, but you're in a different location. So I don't understand why they become so enraged over things that Alex says like that, because I think that's a pretty general consensus, like through all kids.
Right? We agreeing with that? I don't know. I always
Yeah, like I'd rather have my parents say like my vacation wasn't a vacation because you were there, which is understandable, rather than me sitting in my room playing video games and hearing my mom screaming, "You fucking bitch," like to some random lady that I don't know. Yeah, her son is probably like thinking that she's a nutcase, and she is, but you know, I really think that they are all in this like Delulu land where they think they're the best moms ever, and they don't say anything about their kids that could be construed in any way besides wonderful. Like moms aren't allowed to be exhausted. Moms aren't allowed to say they didn't have a vacation. And do you really think Anderson's gonna be sitting here watching her vlogs? Come on.
enjoyed having my son on vacation with us. I don't.
Right? So her son listens to her talking like this, T-Dub, and every day that Alex uploads, but she's worried about 16, 17 years in the future, Anderson somehow going on YouTube, watching this specific vlog where she says that the vacation didn't feel like a vacation because he was there. I'm so sure. Come on.
I don't. There's never been a time where he's been on vacation with us, even when he was a baby, and even when he was crying, that I felt like, this just wasn't a vacation. Like,
Yes, Nella, you're super mom. You're the best mom ever. You've never thought an unkind thing about your son. You've never been frustrated with your son. I'm so sure. Like, you are just full of shit. You're full of shit. There's no way. Everybody gets upset with their kids sometimes. Everybody gets annoyed. Everybody has their moments. There's just no fucking way that she's, walking around with lollipops and rainbows all the time when she behaves this way on camera. There's just no way. She's unhinged unless she's doing it all on camera and getting it out of her system or something, but which I find hard to believe. And she does go on girls trips with her friends all the time without her kids. So Alex is fully enmeshed in her child right now because he's a baby. I feel like Nella is so far removed from having a newborn or a 6-month-old that she doesn't even understand. Like, she doesn't even remember what it's like. And that's not a dig at people with older kids. It's just like I feel like every stage you get into a different stage and you kind of forget how the other stages were. So she doesn't even know what she's talking about. It's ridiculous.
what? Who says these types of things? Miss Mamas? Yeah.
Says the woman who vlogged herself, which I found horrifying, um, shooing one of her students away because he was in the way of her camera shot of trying to get a picture of one of her employees' costumes or pajamas. She's got to be crazy. Like, who does that? Like, that's somebody else's kid, and you're telling him, get out of my camera. Like, get out of my sight. Are you kidding me? And it is scary that she takes care of children. She's a nutcase.
Yeah.
That though, but I'm definitely a bit tired.
Oh, actually, allegedly takes care of children, I should say. Because sure, Nella, we believe you. You take care of children. You own a daycare. Sure, Nella, we believe you.
So happy to have this, Alani. We did get a good sleep, and now we are going to get everything in order. We've got bottles to wash. We use glass bottles at home, but I brought the plastic ones with me on the trip just because it was so much easier. And then got to bring up our suitcase. We've got laundry. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
According to her, she can run a daycare center and she had to give up her license. Someone confronted her with the facts and, you know, she said that she can run a daycare center, but she just merged with her friend because, for shits and giggles, she's building another center. We'll see. We'll see about that. I'm just going to start singing everything just like Nella. What? What's the song she sings about Alex? Unbig my back. She needs that fucking song. She needs that song. Liar. With her size 16. Give me a break. 16. In your dreams, Nella. Unbig my back.
Oh! So, right here is where one of my thumbnail pictures came from. And I actually
Okay, look. I know that Alex is bigger than what she presents herself sometimes. I know that she, isn't a small person, but taking something that's filmed from a bad angle and acting like it's like some sort of proof is ridiculous. Like she's filming herself from underneath at a weird angle. And I hope she's lurking. Cornella. How does she talk? Cornella, we're here for you. Alex. I'm having too much fun with this. I'm sorry. But yeah, she said she needs a new license. She said she had to give up her old license and get a new license when the other place opens. That was what she said that she needs to do. So I don't know. I don't know anything really about like opening a childcare agency. So I don't really know if that's the case, but I know what I heard. So Moth Girl, I don't know either. I don't know why it affects them. And like with I I'm gonna call her Tara so much. Like in my head, I call her Tara because freaking Priscilla calls her Tara, Nella calls her Tara, her two best friends call her Tara, so I'm gonna call her Tara too. Um, Tara makes this big deal about how like she didn't lose weight with weight loss surgery and it puts a bad name on weight loss surgery. How? There are people that lose weight and there are people that don't lose weight. And I don't understand why they put everything on Alex. Like every single thing that can happen needs to happen through Alex. Like she needs to be perfect. She needs to lose weight if they want her to. It's in um I think you're right, T-Dub. I think she's probably 300 to 305, 310, something like that, just visually looking at her. But Cornella, Alex is 5'7", 5'8". Cornella is 5'3", and I don't believe she's 5'3" even. And revoked. Oh, that's amazing. Nella, we know you got revoked. Okay, I'll never sing again. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, but like with BMI, she's at the same or higher BMI than Alex. So what really bothered me, I think it was in this one. I think that's why I wanted to watch this one. And she was like, I don't hate Alex because she's fat. I watch other fat creators. Girl, you're fat. You are fat. You yourself are fat. How are you going to say, oh, I just watch other creators? No, say, I don't hate fat people. I am fat. Like, the shit. And they both, okay. And they talk about Alex's shape after weight loss surgery and tummy tuck. How did Nella achieve that same shape without any of that? Nella, come on. Like, you are sitting in your glass house throwing stones. That's what you're doing. Yeah. I think it is a lot of self-hate. They see a lot of themselves in Alex and they hate that she's doing as well as she is, like monetarily. I don't know how she's doing in her personal life, but I think they hate that she's doing well monetarily and not just sitting around loathing herself. They're mad. Mad, mad, mad.
I actually don't think that this is funny. I actually feel bad for her because 2 gastric bypass surgeries, 2 of them, 1, 2. And she is like almost pre-surgery weight. And I need y'all to understand something. This is her with the filters on. This is
Okay, I'm sick of this filter shit too. What filter? What filter? Like, wouldn't other things in the video be distorted if she was using a filter? And like, Nella acts like she's not using a filter. Alex definitely lies about filters, but who cares? You're right. Like, who fucking cares? And right, they always so the way that they operate is just like with her dad, like making the victim her adopted sister or her half sister or her stepsister or her sister puts her closer to the incident than what she actually was. And then they say five weight loss surgeries. No, she had a gastric bypass, gastric band. She had the band removed. She had a tummy tuck and she had the chin lipo. So how is that 5? That's not 5 weight loss surgeries. Like that's it. So Priscilla has had 3 or 4 weight loss surgeries. Like they're not, that's not the same thing. Like she had plastic surgery and she had weight loss surgery. It's not the same thing. Like they just oh, so frustrating. Right? Chin lipo is not weight loss surgery. And neither is a tummy tuck, really. Like you probably I'm sure they took weight off, but who was a foster child? Tara? Nella? Oh, the girl. Oh yeah. Um yeah. And the dad didn't fully adopt her. It was just like a temporary situation. And they love to scream that, she was Alex's sister and how could Alex do this to her sister? And it's like I doubt Alex ever even met this girl. Like honestly, like I feel terrible for what happened to her, but Priscilla is becoming Anna O'Brien. Oh, Priscilla. Those thighs. Anna O'Brien actually really gets on my nerves. Anna O'Brien, when she was in New York and right, Moth Girl, it's definitely not Alex's fault, and I don't know why they keep blaming her. Even with a letter, like I get that it was probably ill-advised and but that is still her dad, and maybe she was just trying to appease him and get a relationship off the ground, but Buck, hello, Buck, Uncle Buck. Sorry, I'm a little bit, um, I'm in the Nella character. Um, what was I saying? Oh, but Anna O'Brien, when she was in New York and she, like, cried about walking 4 miles for a bagel, and then it was the wrong bagel. And number 1, it made me want a pumpernickel bagel with Kalamata olive cream cheese because that just sounds really good. And also, girl, you're crying about a bagel. And also, why didn't you eat the fucking bagel while you were at the place? Oh, she's insufferable. She's so annoying. But she used to do really good clothing try-ons, but I don't know if she still does. She was really good at them, right? Jane, why don't you contact the Target in Fort Lauderdale, Jane? What are you doing? Jane, are you here? Oh my gosh, she has a new handle. What is it? Irish Mafia. Irish Mafia Jane. Okay, I'm never gonna finish this, but
It's wild. Well, I muted the song, so I guess I can go ahead and turn it on while I talk. Can y'all believe this? This is nuts. I'm surprised that she even left this in because we know how she likes to.
I want to see Nella from this exact angle. Ireland. I don't believe she's actually from Ireland. I know, T-Dub. And the Target thing. Um, when she like rearranged Target. Oh Lord. The bottle washer, I know. And like I think they're really mad that she can afford this stuff. Like they're just upset about everything. Like Alex could be like, "Guys, like today I was in my office and like I came up with a cure for cancer." And all cancers are cured. They would be like, how fucking dare she? Like, she really wants to take the glory away from scientists that have been researching this for years. Like, are you serious, Alex? Like, they would be mad. They would literally be pissed. Like, they would be like, how, like, the nerve of this bitch, like, curing cancer. Like, who does she think she is? They would be pissed off. Like, these are the people that they are. And uh, like if she cured fibromyalgia, Jane would like not take the cure just like out of spite. She would be like, no, I'll just stay bedbound. Like, no, I'm not taking that. Alex did it. No, she's evil.
Ooh.
Oh my God, yeah. She would be ignoring Anderson. Like, how dare she ignore that boy? This is why he has a flat head, because she is curing cancer.
You know, hide that she's a bigger person. And you know what?
How the fuck is she hiding it? She's on camera right now. How is she hiding? We could clearly see that she's a bigger person. Like, does anybody think that Alex is hiding that she's a bigger person? Like, seriously. Seriously. We can see her. We have eyes.
What I don't think she understands is that if she would have just, been herself like she was in the beginning and not doing all the gimmick and all this other shit and shilling things, that her audience would have stayed and would have appreciated her. But she lied. Man, do you know how many big girls, like content creators, that I just watch just for the hell of it, and it has nothing to do with their weight at all? She could have been that girl, but you know what? She marketed herself as someone who was gonna lose weight and whatnot. It's the same thing that Amberlynn Reed did. She came on crying, I'm gonna lose weight, I want to lose weight, I'm overweight, I'm fat, I want to lose weight, yada yada yada, whoop de whoop de woo.
And like the same thing that Nella, I'm just Nella, or I'm just reacting did too. Nella, you've been at the same fucking weight, overweight for how many years now? Girl, you came on All Things Nella with your keto diet and your Shein fucking clothing hauls. Sorry, I'm so sorry for all these curse words, but your Shein clothing hauls. Oh, did she? She marketed herself. Or is it Alex that marketed herself? I think Alex did a good job marketing herself as being plus size and not wanting to lose more weight. Um, I don't know. I don't understand. This is her channel. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Like, they're so pressed about it. Like, oh, I have to watch her video again. Like, don't watch it. Nobody needs your reaction.
I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And now she's like, what, 200 pounds more than what she was when she first started her YouTube career? They put themselves.
She's 200 pounds more. Wasn't she 220 or something when she started her YouTube channel? So Nella is saying she's 420 pounds right now? Okay. Give me a break.
In this bubble, and then they're stuck. And once the moment is over, it's just over. And like this one with the whole like plus size clothing hauls, she doesn't really do the hauls anymore. I don't think it's because of her body being super big. It's because it's not the moment anymore. I'm sorry. No one really cares about plus size clothing like that anymore.
Hello, checking back in. I am.
And here we have the baby again. She's more and more introducing him. His likeness is still here. I don't care if she's showing his face or not.
This is how she's been showing him the whole time, and this is how she claimed that she would show him. Nothing has changed about how she's shown him. I think she's made mistakes a couple times where you were able to see his face if you zoomed in like they do and put it on Reddit, but I don't see anything different about like how she's showing him. Oh, a Karen for sure. I would hate to run into her at a store if they're not doing exactly what she wants. She's on them, I'm sure. She lost in game. Yep. She is a binge eater too. Like, you would think that somebody who's a binge eater would be able to understand, like, and even Tara, she doesn't look great. She's still overweight, and she thinks that she's some model gastric bypass patient, but, you know, there's nothing special about any of them. Like, the thing is, if you believe that there needs to be more good role models when it comes to losing weight with weight loss surgery, make your own channel about your own weight loss and find a niche on your own without relying on Alex. But they can't do that because nobody wants to watch Tara, even the most hating, even the people who hate Alex the most, who will watch Keeping It Cute, don't want to watch Tara. Are you like, that's sad. That's really sad.
His likeness is still being, he's here, he's present. And this is something that
Nella and her crispy bowl cut. You had me rolling about that, Moth Girl.
her husband did not want. So there goes how.
And how the fuck does Nella know what Yar wants and what Alex wants, and that they haven't talked about exactly what they both want? She doesn't know anything, and she sits there and makes suppositions about what she thinks is going on in their own marriage and the things that they decide like to do with their son. Ugh.
How Yar feels right out the window. It's crazy.
Where is she getting this information? Where would she get that information? Yar doesn't talk about it.
What time is it? So it's currently.
Yes, Buck, exactly. They will take and blow his image up and put it on the front page of Reddit. Or they'll take screenshots of what she posts of his legs or whatever and says, like, this is calling to people like her dad. Like, if you believe that, why are you putting that on your Reddit page? And if you believe that you're sick, something's wrong in your brain. I know. Yar does not want you, Nella. I feel the need to repeat that. Thank you, Moth Girl. Yar does not want you, Nella. Get out of his DMs.
3 o'clock. I actually just went and looked at an open house with my mom and Anderson. Was not a fit. My mom is still in the hunt.
Wait, Marty, where did you get that information? Who the fuck is Bowie? Is that Jane's dog? Jane sends videos of herself walking Bowie to Priscilla. I don't believe a fucking word out of Priscilla's mouth, and I don't believe a fucking word out of Jane's mouth. I think Jane is some hillbilly living in, like, right by Tara or something, and, like, just making this shit up. I'm from Ireland. I'm in the Irish Mafia, and I don't believe any of it. Is that the dog that likes to chew ice?
And we will see when the time comes. And then on the way back, did a grocery order pickup. I'm so glad. It was honestly kismet. We got HelloFresh delivered. So didn't have to like get groceries for dinners, which is a huge help. Just like restocked on like some normal stuff. So yeah, I just did a grocery pickup after I got back with my mom. So yeah, that's it. So we got Yar's cinnamon raisin.
The whole grocery situation.
I'm sorry, but it does crack me up that every time she takes a grocery out, she'll go, Yar's bagels, Yar's yogurt, Yar's cinnamon rolls, Yar's ground beef. Yeah, like everything is Yar's. Every single thing. That's right, T-Dub. That's right. Because she's really just mad that Alex is doing better than she is and has a man that she wants, a man that she would want. Uh, so I do think Yar, he went to, I think he went to, yeah, he went to a private college in Rhode Island, I think, or Massachusetts. I can't remember. And I do think it started with a B. Can't remember.
There's only 2 people in my house as well. I don't understand why she has to go grocery shopping this much. Anybody ever thought about that? Like, why in
Come on, Nella. She has to go grocery shopping because maybe she actually eats at home. You do not. We know that you like to order takeout. Come on. Like, you don't grocery shop because you probably DoorDash a lot. Every single time she gets on there, she's talking about, we got Chick-fil-A, we got McDonald's, we got this and that. Come on. Yeah, that's the only thing she's stocking up is her snack closet because she's going stopping at fast food restaurants on the way home.
the world does she need so many groceries? I don't get it. There's only 2 people there that can eat this stuff. You see what I'm saying? But
How? Because she's giving Anderson purees and maybe she's making her own. And you can't keep those too long. It's like you can only store them for a couple, like, I guess if you freeze them, but oh yeah, didn't you detail her like trying those pickles or something, T-Dub? She tried those TikTok pickles, and they always talk about Alex with the TikTok, but Nella's on Shein, TikTok, Temu. She's all over the place.
we're always watching hauls or watching her go to the grocery store. It's wild, man.
Okay, so here's a thought. Stop watching. Just like when Tara said that they were being held hostage in Vlogmas because the hostage situation is almost over. Don't fucking watch. Don't watch.
Bagels, oh my gosh, it was so funny. You guys ever see those reels talking about when like your grocery order gets like picked up by a man and their like replacements make no sense? Like one of the things I wanted was ginger, and they like were like, no ginger, would you like garlic paste? And I was like, what? And then the other one made a little more sense. I wanted non-fat Greek yogurt to make more of my bagels because I finished. And as you saw, the ones I made earlier, I made everything bagels because I didn't realize I was out of jalapenos because I've really mastered those. But everything ones were good. I had one earlier for breakfast. So I needed more plain non-fat Greek yogurt, and they wanted to replace it with like a whole milk.
The bagels, though, are what get me. Like, how has anybody tried those? Like the 2-ingredient bagels that she's talking about? Like, is that actually good? It doesn't sound good. Like, I always think about like non-fat plain Greek yogurt when people are like, I substitute that for sour cream. And I'm like, that's gross. I won't be doing that. But like, have you tried the 2-ingredient dough? Is it actually good? It doesn't sound appealing. Like, so, thank you, T Dub. I'm glad um uh, that you're in agreement. Like, it just doesn't sound good, and I'm glad you're telling me that because I was thinking, like, do I need to make these bagels? Because she makes them so much. Like, they've got to be great. I guess they're not.
Regular yogurt, but whatever.
No! Come on, commercials.
Person to see the president alive.
No! I hate when she does that too.
It's fine. Got some sandwich bread, Yarman cereal. Yar's been loving these overnight oats. They're really
Okay, but this part did give me a little bit of anxiety. Like, why is she give the baby to Yar or something? Like, looks really squirmy, wormy, and she's like doing this grocery haul, and it's like, no, put him in his little chair or something. Like, he's just making me nervous.
I love how she
Okay, so like, what high protein breakfast do you recommend? Because I like eggs are just really expensive right now, and also are eggs protein? Yeah. But eggs are really expensive right now, and also like I'm not a big bacon or sausage person. Like, I guess you can make protein oats or something, but I just I struggle with that. I guess I don't that kind of yogurt just disgusts me. Oh, cottage cheese. Yeah. I love cottage cheese. I really don't understand. So I know that the Alani News are 0 calorie, but eating or drinking that every day, and it looks like multiple times a day, it can't really be good for you. Like, I don't think that that's, like, meant to be, like, an everyday occurrence. Like, just have some coffee. Ooh, steak and eggs does sound good. Now I want some.
Is always talking about this is yours, that is yours, this is yours, this is yours, that is yours. And then we flip to Yar eating what's supposed to be his, and she's taking 2 to 3 bites out of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, girl, y'all live in the same house. You guys are sharing stuff, and that's just that. Period.
Really easy when he has to work. Safe to say, I'm totally addicted to the Drizzlicious s'mores rice
Well, you need to get unaddicted.
cakes. We ran out of chocolate chips. We just keep them in the house for like pancakes.
Oh my gosh. So I actually wanted my parents are as well Both Girl, and I've always thought about it. I just like my husband likes like he'll be like, "What's the meat?" Like, if I cook dinner, it's like, "What's the meat for the thing?" But he tried tofu recently and he ended up liking it. But it's just like funny that every single time if I make dinner, I'll be like, what's the meat?" He's in that mindset of really wanting to have a meat with dinner. I actually really do like it. I like steak a lot. I like steak, salmon. Chicken kind of grosses me out now. I'm not a big chicken fan. Oh, the chorizo burritos sound good. I was thinking about making some bean burritos. I have some extra beans, some extra cheese. Those are the kind of things like you can throw in the freezer, like, um, and then just warm it up for lunch. Put it in some parchment. But I love cottage cheese. I always see people blending it. Like every time I go on TikTok, they're doing something fun and new with cottage cheese, and it blows my mind.
Or whatever. And we ran out of onion powder. You're very squirmy, wormy today.
I don't know, man. Look at how she holding this baby right now. Look at that right there, man. I swear this thing just pauses right at the right spots. Sometimes I'm looking at it and I get like quick anxiety real quick because it really just looks like she's going to drop him. Like right here, it looks like she's losing like control and he's about to slip right out of her arms. Ugh.
Lime juice. Use that for cooking a lot. Yar got some lemonade for matcha. You know. We speak of a devil matcha.
Oh, shut up. Just shut up.
Okay, but another thing about Alex, like, why does she need to replenish things so often? Like, didn't she just get a thing of matcha? Like, I kind of get what Nella's saying. Like, why is she getting so many groceries? Like, we know you don't get groceries, Nella, but also, like, I feel like she replenishes, like, if it's just Yar's bagels, she's buying them like 3 times a week, it seems like. It doesn't, like, there's no way she's not eating some of those bagels. It's gotta be. Yeah, food insecurity is huge. I believe that. T-Dub, I know, like, it drives me crazy because I I would prefer her to not show him at all and, like, just let them make things up in their head, because if they never see anything, then there's nothing to say. Secret Eater. Oh my gosh, that show is unbelievable. Yeah, put the baby down. Like, just put him in his little seat, give him the yard, do something. You don't have to hold him while you, like, I understand needing to do her job, and this is part of it, but, just put him down, put him in his little, um, station thing or whatever, and just let them play while you're doing it.
Jesus, shut up. And then we got the kid sitting on the waist thingy here. Oh my God. Oh, holy crap. Okay. She love it. I like it. God damn.
Yeah, what else do we have? Oh, yummy. I've been loving these with sandwiches. These are just like Doritos, but literally better. What's the matter? It's almost nap time.
What's the matter is that thing you got him sitting on is too wide for his legs and he's uncomfortable. Just call me the baby whisperer.
His legs do look really uncomfortable. But I'm going to skip past some of this. I feel like I'm going really slow with this, and Nella does not have a lot to offer.
Staple dinners. So I'm
Oh my
so excited
God.
to have this dinner. So let's go ahead and get the cooking. No stress, just the amount of groceries that we need for the items. It's like so simple to follow the directions on the back here. It's just honestly like mindless and enjoyable. So let's do it. Huge shout out to the sponsor of this vlog.
HelloFresh. I'm not about to watch no sponsored content. Fuck that. Okay.
Tomorrow.
Hey guys, it's the next morning. We enjoyed our dinner last night. We watched the second episode of White Lotus. Did we finish it? We didn't, did we? No, we did. We finished it upstairs. We started it down here, finished it in bed. We have another new one to watch because I think another one came out last night, or I don't even know. I don't know when anything.
I love that HelloFresh keeps sponsoring her too, because Jane has been like, they're stopping. Like, they're definitely stopping. They're stopping tomorrow. They're stopping next week. They just have to finish out their contract. Like, Jane. The AI chat is just giving Jane the runaround. I love it.
Comes out anymore. All I know is we're watching White Lotus and Severance. And I'm so excited to watch the new episode of that and Severance later today, hopefully, if we can. Anderson should be waking up from a nap pretty soon. My mom is actually coming to babysit because we are going to go to the movies and we were going to go on like a little lunch date, but like honestly going out to eat at this point, I don't know. I ate out on vacation with my mom quite a bit, and it's just like
HelloFresh put her in like where she belongs in the spam folder and the crazy ass bitch folder. Don't listen to Jane. But so this is really funny. Like, I'm probably not going to finish this Nella video because I think I picked the wrong one, and I'll have to do the one that really was irritating me on a different day. But later in this vlog, now she's talking about like, we're going to go on a different date because we don't want to eat out and whatever. We're going to go see a movie. And like, she has Nancy come over to watch the baby, and she says they ended up in their car eating Chipotle and watching TV. I'm like, I would love to go out, but sitting in my car eating Chipotle. Who still likes Chipotle? Does anybody still like Chipotle? I hate Chipotle so much. I guess it's just like me thinking about eating Chipotle in the first place, and then adding in like eating in my car, which I can't stand. I mean, Nella goes to strip clubs. Excuse me. With her man? Nella. Where did you get that from? Nella, are you here? Can you tell us about the strip club? We got some dirt. Did she did she talk about that? I watched her on her All Things Nella channel, and like her Vlogmas, a dancer that she had for a week. Oh my God. Does she think she's in Real Housewives of Atlanta or something? Are you kidding me? Brew pubs, quirky little movie theater. Yeah. I sometimes I do believe that Alex has some, like, sort of, um, anxiety when it comes to the public. I don't blame her because I feel like she knows that some of these cuckoo pants, like, live near her and, they're always on the lookout. So, I don't blame her for having some sort of, but she's also, it seems like sometimes she just doesn't wanna go out and do things and live her life. Like, is she really happy with sitting in the car eating Chipotle and watching TV? Is she happy with that? I don't know. I just feel like she should be she also takes on Yar's interests, um, T-Dub. I think that I think that she doesn't actually like a lot of the things that she says she likes, but Yar likes it, and so she says that she likes it. But, um, I wish I really, really liked Alex at the beginning of when I started watching her. I'm also a homebody, but if I wanna go somewhere, like, I would not be satisfied with eating Chipotle in the car, watching a TV show on the screen of the car. I guess that's kinda just what I'm saying. Like, I am a homebody, but it's just if you're getting a babysitter, like, I feel like you should do something at least. Like, they could have put Anderson down for bed and gone and got Chipotle and eaten it in front of the TV. So, yeah, I feel like she has a lot of anxiety about him going places without her too. But I I just I was saying I really liked Alex when she first started on YouTube, and I thought that she was fun and, I thought that she had a good personality. I thought she had a good little group of friends. She did. I mean, she liked makeup a lot. And she did a lot with her friends. Like, she had all different kinds of friends. Like, Craig was a friend that she had from cosmetology school, and she would go to brunch with him and go shop and things like that. Mark and Lily, who's still around, and then the 2 girls that she was also friends with. So she had actually 3 because Gabby too. She had a lot more friends, and she would do things. Yeah, yeah, T-Dub, that's what I'm saying. Like, Chipotle is just like it's a chain Mexican restaurant. Um, a chain Mexican restaurant, and you're sitting in your car with your husband, and you aren't sitting there having a conversation, you aren't sitting there chatting. You're you're just sitting there watching another screen. Uh, like, goes out for content. Maybe, but then she says she doesn't ever wanna like, when her and Yard do date nights, she'll be like, "Well, I'm trying to be in the moment, and I don't want to, like." I think, um this way now that she is with Yar. Yeah, you're right, Moth Girl. She was a lot different, when she was with Alan. But so the thing is, like, I feel like before pregnancy, she was very uncomfortable going places. During pregnancy, she seemed to be more willing to go out and do things and whatever. And then, like, immediately after pregnancy, she was also willing to go out and do things. And then now I feel like she's slipping back into like sitting in the car eating Chipotle as a date. After saying like, "Oh, I ate out so much with my mom in Florida," like, you know. But I think like being pregnant and then being like immediately postpartum gave her a little bit of a shield in her own head. Like, I don't think that she needs a shield for her size or whatever. Like, I don't think people are like looking at her like, look at this massive person. Like, I think that she does have a lot of insecurities about her size that manifest this way. But I don't know. Maybe I think that she became a lot more secretive with Yar, and I think that she changed the way that she is and how like that she wants to have access to him all the time. Like she wasn't like that with Alan at all. Yeah, that's right, T-Dub. And they want to scream it and write it and talk about Fatty Alley and all this other stuff. But like the way that you help someone, like they act like they're being helpful. The way that you help someone is like little things. You don't like scream in their face, "You're fat and ugly," or whatever. Um, it's funny, Moth Girl. I didn't really like Alan that much. I found him to be an annoying creep, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yar is kind of more reserved, and I don't think he's good for her personality on video. Like um I think she becomes very reserved around him. I think she becomes really reserved around Yar for some reason. I think she just doesn't want to set him off or like rock the boat with him or show him who she truly is because she's lying a lot to him about like when she said like I got in the car and I got the matcha and I said how much I loved it. And then I turned around and got a different drink. It's like that's not really boding well for your new relationship. You like say you love it and then, go get a new drink. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And some of the videos they did were so creepy. That one where he's the grandpa and she's the granddaughter. Do you guys remember that one? God, it was so creepy. Ooh. But I think that she could have, you know, who am I to say that Yar isn't her soulmate or whatever? But I think she could have found somebody that's a little more compatible with her. Like, she's not grotesque. Like, she's not a hideously ugly person. She's not, she has a good job and stuff like that. So she could have found someone if she like relaxed. I think she could have found somebody that was a little bit more in tune with her own personality. But I also think that, yeah, she gets very um, tense on camera because I feel like they're probably more easygoing together off camera. That's true. Yeah. I think they're both more tense on camera. And she does try to portray her life as more perfect than it is. And also show the messy real side. And not everybody is super affectionate. Not everybody is like kissing all over their partner. Not everybody is like, hugging and smacking their butt, Tara, and all that stuff. And it doesn't seem like Yar is an outwardly um affectionate person in that way. Maybe he is off camera, but he doesn't seem like that when he's on camera, and I think she would prefer that. Yeah. Yeah, Moth Girl, that's what I'm saying. She needs that, and he's not that way. T-Dub, yeah. I think that they have, like they have respect for each other. I think that, yeah, his presence serves her, and her presence serves him, and they have a loving and mutually beneficial relationship. That's true. I think that they're not like, yeah, I don't think they're like soulmates like she tries to portray or tried to portray. She hasn't said that in a long time. But like the love of my life who loves me endlessly. When she was sitting there alone on her honeymoon, like, Alex, chill out. I I vacillate. I feel like between feeling bad for her and then just being like, "Oh my god, why did you do that? Like, why did you I feel like sometimes there's things that she does where it's like you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to um say that or disclose that, but sometimes she can't help herself. That's true. There's not really a lot of passion between them. And the rebound thing, does anybody remember that TikTok when she um was like, and we will praise you for the rest of our life. And she kept like she would stand up and be like, finally thought I found a guy that was so great. Please tell me if somebody remembers that. I'm not describing it well, but she described like 5 or 6 relationships before Yar in the span of less than a year before she met Yar, between Alan and Yar, that she thought she found the one. Like she 3, 4, 5 times before Yar. And it was like, did you really believe that you found, the one in every single person that you dated? I think that just like shows she was just so desperate to find somebody, and it's sad that she didn't feel comfortable being by herself because when she was in Boston and she had that amazing apartment in Boston, she had a really nice life. She was traveling a lot. And then she just moved back to the suburbs to be with Alan. I was like, she could have done so many fun things and gone so many more places. And that's true. Yeah, she was husband shopping and she is needy. And she used Gabby as her surrogate, husband, her surrogate. Oh God, I can't say stuff like that. Okay, so she used Gabby. She used Gabby as, somebody that was like a placeholder. She had Gabby there all the time because she didn't want to be alone. And, then once she found Yar, it was like, okay, bye, Gabby. See you later. I know we're like living together and we're contemplating getting a cat together, but head on out. And hey, if it works for her, it works for her. That's fine. But yeah, I think I watched the wrong Nella video today. Like she was really getting on my nerves. I knew it was between 2 videos. Um, yeah, I loved her house in Shrewsbury too. I really liked her pool. I was so jealous of that pool. She had like a really good setup during COVID. She had her own pool. It was summertime. She could have um she could have had a lot of fun. That's true. I think Nancy um Nancy did put a lot of pressure on her because remember that one video where she was like, "I want you to have 4 babies," and whatever, and it's like, "Nancy, shut up, like, who the fuck are you? Who are you?" Like, that Nancy just needed to realize that she needed to stay out of her daughter's life, like, in that way, because I wouldn't be taking any advice from Nancy on anything, let alone, like, when to marry and have children. Nancy Nancy is a hot mess. Like, I do feel like hanging out with Nancy would be very entertaining for, like, half an hour or something. Like, she would probably say the most ridiculous things, but the way that she raised Alex and the way that both her and Alex behave when, you know, when the art thing happened and when the podcast stuff happened, I feel like they always double down rather than admitting guilt or admitting that they were wrong about things. And that really bugs me about Alex. I really hope this live. Do I sound like Nancy, guys? You stupid bitch. I'm going to start like just redoing the podcast. Say like every fifth word. You stupid bitch. Am I Nancy? I think she talked about like a boyfriend that she had that she lost after. I remember watching the Draw My Life video that they kept referencing. And I think she talked about like a long-term boyfriend there. I don't think she cycled through guys. I think um guys really didn't want to date her because she's obnoxious. Not saying like most guys are any better, but I just think that she's an off-putting person. She probably comes off normal like at work or something like that, but once you get down to like remember when she said she's followed the guy around Trader Joe's? Nancy. Oh my god. Nancy, the last thing poor Nancy and her type 1 diabetic ass needs is some fudge. She needs to get a clue. Like, how did Nancy lose weight? Like, it doesn't seem like she changed her eating habits at all. And, whatever. Okay, guys. Well, I'm so happy that we did this tonight. We definitely need to get together again, but I'm like so tired. When they shop together, they enable each other so bad. They enable each other like crazy. I think Nancy had sleeve. I think Nancy had sleeve, but I I don't know if somebody with type 1 diabetes can do the bypass. I'm not sure how it would work. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Metformin, you're right. She was probably shitting her brains out all day. Oh my god. She was like I do remember that. She had like all of her pills in her Ziploc bags. Alex, get your mom a pill organizer. Or she said she was on a really high dose of metformin. I remember that. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming. It's been so much fun. I'm going to find the right Nella video. Oh, you know what? I was doing it on the fly. I'll make you a moderator. I I was just doing it, like, as I was chatting because I have, like, this strange setup because I couldn't figure I'm so new to this, I couldn't figure out how to look at the comments on, StreamYard, so I have my phone on too, so I'm looking at comments on my phone. But you're a mod now, yay. I hope these I hope these stay for next time and I don't have to do it again. Yeah. Alright, I'll have to set one up. I'll, like, announce it, uh, more in advance and have um, more planning. But, yeah, it was fun, you guys. I love chatting with you, love chatting about Alex. It's fun to get stuff out, that, like, I can't chat on the Alex subreddit, and I can't so, it's fun. Sleep well, you guys. Have a good Saturday. And we will talk to you later. Hopefully, I have some good news about our Reddit, but I don't think I'm going to. Okay, bye bye.